Well, hey, good morning. Good morning, happy Monday, all. It is July 13th. This is the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast, industry analyst. And today, for July 13th, 2026, we'll run through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, etc., etc. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Good morning, Altronimus. Good to see you. I'm still on the job search, working on things. But I did get some gaming in, and I got some productive gaming in. Which I'm really proud of. So we'll get to that here in a little bit. Um, let's see. Is there anything interesting to share, or do I just jump into it? Yeah, let's jump into it. It's funny. Still any sort of news or information going on in the video game discussion sphere online, it's still all about the physical game stuff, which I'll just still say, like, we shouldn't be relying on Sony so much for that. But the thing that's come out of that is that Evercade, I think we've talked about that before. And now I'm seeing more videos go up about Evercade. And I'm like, man, I wonder if the prices on that's going to go up soon too. It makes me want to collect some of those. So maybe once I get back to work, I might collect some Evercade stuff. Other than that, there wasn't anything of interest in the gaming sphere online that's being talked about. Other than that, really, it's that's really taking everyone's priorities, because unfortunately, the gaming talk online, the core of it is what the mainstream is into. It's like that mainstream bleeds over into the mainstream that happens to be online, and a lot of it's just Grand Theft Auto 6, Sony physical stuff. You know how it is. But let's just jump into what I've been playing here real quick. And this was cool, guys. So over the weekend, I made sure to get all achievements in Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered and Gundam Breaker 4. And I forgot if I had played one of these on the channel last week, because I was kind of in and out. In both of them, I was thinking, man, it's going to take me forever. So for Gundam Breaker 4, I had to get to level 50 in survival, it's a pretty fun mode. It gets really boring because the mechanics are very shallow. But it's basically just going through rounds and waves of enemies. And there's like 50 waves. And last time I had played, I got to 40 and I got one shot killed by the boss. Level 40 is a boss, wave 40. One shot killed me. And I wasn't too sure what to do. I asked some people on Discord, and I got some suggestions, which it's funny how much I didn't think it was. So it was basically using the parts to get higher percentages and skills, and I've been doing that the whole time. But I just happened to go in Lord Talos, he's a friend of both channels, said something interesting where he's like, you can make yourself get over 1,000,000 HP and then not have to worry. And I'm like, okay, so is that what it is? Because in all my skills, I made all my skills do things that had to do with like cooling down my awakening mode, using the abilities, nothing on HP. So as soon as I changed not only my parts to increase HP capacity, HP regeneration, also the cartridges, I made sure I had HP. So then when I went in there, yeah, that pretty much did. Not only that, but the shield bash. This is a move early on that allows you to just get through the enemies quicker, because it can be a little boring and take a while. And so, yeah, a combination of shield bash and having a ton of HP allowed me to get through all 50 waves. But then that was it. Very anticlimactic. As much as I put 44 hours, now, yeah, I'm mixing them up. 44 hours into Gundam Breaker 4. That was the one that I needed the survival wave 50 for. As much, yeah, time as I put into Gundam Breaker 4. I think that just tells you how much I like Gundam. Because if it was any other IP, there's no way I would have spent my time with it. It's kind of crazy. So Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered. This one is, I think it's a better game than Gundam Breaker 4 by a lot. I think, though, the controls could be better. I almost feel like Gundam Breaker 4 has better controls for the combat, but Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered just feels better doing the combat. I even have the controls changed. There's multiple options where you can change different control types and even customize those. I couldn't customize as far as I wanted to. It gives you some options to customize, but not a lot. Anyway, in that one, in Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered, I had to get there was two and what's funny is both of these have an achievement that's once you get all achievements, then you get an achievement. So that's funny. But in the Destiny Remastered game, I had to get 5,000 kills, which seemed like that should be a no-brainer, should be easy. Oh, excuse me. As well as um, defeat the hyper boss battles, which I got a handful of those done, but those are hard as F. And I was like, there's no way. There's no way I'm going to do this. I really thought I wouldn't be able to do it. So that's why getting these yesterday was pretty cool. So so there's this Ultra Ace boss, hyper boss battle, and it's under extra missions. And it's the only one you actually need to beat to get the achievement. But it is hard. I mean, you get decimated right away. I think either I did it live here or I got them explained, but I was just showing like, yeah, you just get decimated. So someone online said use the XAS. I think that's what it's called, the EXXAS. It's like a mobile armor slash jet vehicle in, I think about it makes me want to play it in Gundam Seed. And so those levels, you're essentially like flying around on a jet instead of a mobile suit. And there's, so one, I never thought about using that vehicle until someone said they used it to beat the to beat this level, this hyperboss level. So I'm playing it. I'm like, this is so fun. I didn't realize how fun it was to play this ship. Let me actually look it up just so. Gundam Seed XAS. I'm just saying that. I have no idea. Exis, no. Unless that was the name of it in, you know how they do that with the names? Yeah, it's XAS. Yeah, there we go. But it's a blue one. It's like this, but it's a blue one. And that to me was a different feeling game than the mobile suits in the game. So Gundam Destiny Battle Remastered, whatever you call it, I feel like they could make a game surrounding being the XAS, if that's how you say it. To the point where I was like playing, I'm like, wait a minute, this almost seems like an evolution of Star Fox in the all range mode. Because you have all range mode and you can shoot freely. When you lock on, it doesn't necessarily home in on it. You still, so it's like, let's say you lock on, how does that work? This is the jet, right? And this is some enemy you're locked onto. Let's say you're flying in and you're locked on. The camera is going to stay on this as you're moving, but to shoot it, you have to turn to face it, even though the camera is locked on. And I felt like that did a couple things. One, it kind of gave you a better sense of freedom of visibility of what's going on, of seeing the action while you know what you have to take out and seeing everything else happen around you. By it being locked on, but having that camera, the way that you can move your ship however you want, it just felt great. Like, this to me is awesome air combat, and I feel like a whole game could be made based off of that. So okay, here we go. Autonomous, so you agree the XS and the Mobius Zero. Okay, I didn't try that one. I need to try that too, because if these ships are that fun to be, I think there's something there gameplay wise. Now that I'm making games, I feel like, okay, what's something I can make that doesn't exist? You know, it's like that whole thing with hip hop music, right? They would be listening to blues albums or old albums that would have the breakdown, and then people are like, wait a minute, that breakdown can be the music. And I think that's like how hip hop, I think part of how hip hop kind of formed. And I see that with video games. You play a video game, and let's say in the video game there's one specific area that's some neat gameplay mechanics. It's like, oh, let's make that a whole game. And that's how I'm comparing Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered to hip hop just now. I don't know. I'm sad we didn't get Gundam Assault Survive. The Skygrasper in that is the most. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Gundam Assault Survive. Okay. That's cool. Well, by the way, it is very rainy here. Very rainy. I woke up a little later than I wanted to because I think the darkness and the rain, I wouldn't be walking anyway. Okay. So I was able to use that ship to and not even easily. It was still a challenge to take out Atherin, Kira, whoever the other. It was like 4 of the main character mobile suits. So I was happy, surprised I got that done. The other part of it was the getting the 5,000 pilot kills. So when I beat that, I had like 4,600 something, maybe 7. Excuse me. So then I just went through just some matches. I forget which one. I think it had a lot of dogs in it, the Bukus or whatever, and just went through that to rack up the kills. So yeah, that's what it took for Mobile Suit Gundam Sea Battle Test. Oh my god, the name on that is crazy. Earn every achievement. Get 5,000 kills. Complete all Hyperboss battles. But you don't have to complete all Hyperboss battles. You don't. Okay, there is something else I can do in the game, though. It's like if on extra missions on other, you get all A or higher. And I think it unlocks a medal, and I haven't done that, so that's still something I could do in the game. But anyway, that was my week, and that was all I played. So, real quick, what I want to do is show where I am with this Gundam RTS. Because if we want to talk about spending time gaming, I've spent most of my time making games. Let me turn this up. Alright. Now, I just made some tweaks that I haven't tested properly, so this could just go bad. Okay. Alright. Let's get some balls going on. So there's a lot of different things that I have been... Oh, wait. I did the wrong thing. You need to go there. There's a lot of things I added on to this since we talked last. One, it's full 3D. Click in the right or the middle mouse button, and you can, like, move... I want to mess with this a little more, but you see how you can kind of get, like, different perspective. I think that looks cool. And then zoom in. Yeah, that's working pretty cool. So let me... And then you hit home button and it resets. Okay. Uh-oh. Already under attack, but I think there's still a bug happening that I cannot figure out. And animations are not even that great. Okay, I could build the Fort Operation Base. Okay, where's... Okay, he's there. Yeah, so one of the units got tiny. Yeah, so that's what's going on with the 3D. Maybe they're just coming in here and... I had increased the AI. Oh my god, they like destroyed me. And Amuro. Which, yeah, they're still coming in. Man, this is insane. Let me do something. I'm gonna put it on easy so I can show you guys what the main thing is that's happening. Okay. Just because it's gonna be hard to play with the small mobile suits. Okay. Yeah. Actually capture that. You capture that. Oh, and I do have the core fighter. Looks a lot better now. The thrust is still not showing up on it. I gotta fix that. Let me get a few more. Oh, novel armor confirmed that. Okay. Get these guys over there. Yeah, once I get enough, I can build a forward operating base. The idea is like this is just like debris, and then you can just use that as a place to build another. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this white base into the Magellan ship, and then whereas the Pegasus class that look like the white base will be the forward operating bases. Uh-oh. Oh, that's cool. They're fighting, but doesn't seem like it's gonna be too crazy. Okay, now we've got the forward operating base here. The first thing I'm gonna do is show you guys the burst liner. You can build a burst liner, which is like a defense turret. Let me build more balls. Oh, there's the dot verse. I wonder if that was the right. Oh, hold up. There's a whole bunch of them. And I think Char's over there too. Okay, good. Get him. You're gonna try to take over. Alright, so you could put this deployed burst liner right here. And then you can attach a GM to it, which I gotta change that too. There's a few things there I gotta change. But if you click on it now, and you can deploy MS, but by putting them on the gun, they then control. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, yeah, Amuro's still fighting. Yeah, the animations are goofy. That's probably going to be the last thing I get on this. Okay, did we finally kill him? Oh my god, they just killed Amuro again. Let me get this over here. Let me build some GMs. There. Oh wow, they just bombed. Oh, because there's some Rickdoms. And they're really small. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Interesting that they're only attacking this side, which is fine. It should give me what I need to. Okay. Build operating base, and then I can get some more turrets now. Let me build a helium gas container so I can build more Salamis class cruisers. Oh, I didn't go in the front of the house. No, Lucas came in. I think, because I heard the garage and then I heard someone walk in. Alright, let's... Okay, and here's that deployed canister. That's supposed to be for the helium-3. Oh my god, I am getting destroyed. So we could see the gun turret is shooting here. It's all backwards, so that's just something I gotta... Yeah, it's too bad all the, Yeah, there's a bug of the enemy mobile suits are super small, but you can see them. They're all coming in here and, like, effing me up. Okay, where's the... None of the helium-3, or the Salamis they're building. Interesting. Okay, well. So anyway, you can kind of see how it's going, where you have like your main base, so you can get up to 3 little things, you can build turrets. I just gotta fix the the size of the mobile, so you can't even see who's attacking me. And then from that, I saw too, I probably need to fix the visibility, unit visibility. Okay. Um, let's see. Oh, hey, Jim Killaxion, it's good to see you guys. Um, this is the best strategy game of all Gundam games. Well, yeah, because it's like one of the only. Anyway, I'm gonna continue to work on that. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Okay, let me head back to screen share here, and let's look at some news. I haven't been looking at the news, so I wonder if there's anything interesting. Oh, the cat's doing something. Zelda, Zelda, no. She'll chew on this plastic, and I think she eats it anyway. It's from water bottles, but okay. Analyst says game console shipments expected to decline. Probably. Since there's really nothing new out. It's just either you're into it or you're going to get it. Oh, actually, I wonder if actually this isn't true. I wonder if because of Grand Theft Auto, console sales will go up. I really think that's going to happen more than people think, especially with the Xbox. I really think so. I think people are just going to buy consoles to play Grand Theft Auto. Okay. Excuse me. Oh. Darwin's Paradox. I've been wanting to play it. That's a Konami game. A Konami released game. So it's like if Konami's releasing it. Let's see what else. Man. Xbox seems to be making a fortune on the new Black Ops ports for PS5, which that's something I heard about recently. I didn't realize they had released some Black Ops ports to PS5. So, wow, last week, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 was dropped on PlayStation last week. Wow. I mean, that's a good idea. Let's see what else is going on. Super Bomberman collection. Oh. Wait, yeah, that come out recently? And I've been wanting to play that. I'm pretty sure I have one of my favorites. This is neat. I saw this over the weekend. I had no idea that Casio had a console, and it was called Loopy. Very interesting. You can see there's two hearts, a teal and a pink. Let me move that a little this way. What's interesting, one control port, it uses cartridges. You see Doom in there, but initially it wasn't for that. Initially, this was a console that was aimed at women. And so I think it had a thing where it like had sticker printing sheets, right? Sticker printing, something about, oh, you could capture on this, you were able to capture screens from games, and maybe even you could hook up a VCR or something else and get actual screenshots from it, and then you could turn those into stickers. So that was something Japan had in the 90s, which was pretty neat. But for me, it's crazy. I had no idea this existed until now. Casio seems like a company I would want them to make a console of. So okay, EA Football, not my thing. Again with this Super Bomberman collection thing, adding more to it. Let's look at that real quick. So yeah, it came out February 5th. I knew it was sometime this year. Oh man, I miss playing these games. These were a lot of fun, but let's see. It's $20, but we heard that, from this news item that they're going to add, let's see, this panic bomber. I've never seen that. Let's look at it real quick. Okay. Oh, it's a 1995 Japanese only game. Okay. Um, okay, it's really just, yeah, the one from Japan. That is actually pretty neat. I'd like to play one of these. I remember playing it a whole lot. I don't know if I had it on Super NES or what. I know I had it on Game Boy as well. Okay, let's see. Super Yano Man. Yano Man, never heard of this. I mean, it's getting physical, which is pretty cool. Okay, it's got some of that old school music. Huh. Let me turn this down just a little bit. I mean, the music alone, and it. Oh, Game Boy, and it looked like it was an RPG, but also looked like it had some real time stuff going on. Hmm. Okay. We'll include a download code for the 1992 release shoot 'em up Penta Dragon. Interesting. So, does that mean you only get that game if you're buying? This is pretty cool. It will launch on December 10th. We've got a long ways to go. I'll move on for now. That will probably pop back up before me. Although I got to say, that music was really good. Yeah, Steam. Please, I was like, please take me to the Steam page and not your page about PC on this website. Let me grab this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I guess there's not like a Steam page yet. I was going to add it to my wish list, but I guess we'll do that later. Okay, let's see what's going on. Oh, look at this. Speaking of Evercade, so you see these little handhelds? Like you get into the Evercade ecosystem by buying a console, by buying their handhelds, but there's also these other handhelds that's made by a company, Hyper Megatech, unless that's the same thing, actually. And I'm just, no, because I think Evercade's the company. Anyway, it will have built-in games already, but then also a cartridge slot. So this has 34 game Pitfall, Chopper Command. I mean, I bet it has River Raid. I mean, those were the games that my first sort of taste of video gaming was Atari 2600. Yeah, you know what? I really want to get one of these. I want to get one of these Evercade Evercade hardware. Either the handheld or the console. I'm leaning more toward the handheld, and I think some of them have an HDMI out. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool. I gotta say, I miss playing Pitfall. That was a really cool side scroller. When that was like there was Mario, right? And then I mean Pitfall I think was first, but in terms of like in the West and exposure, like once Mario came out, then side scrollers were the thing. Let's see. What? Xbox owner goes viral after Wild Gecko appears inside their Series X. Okay, well, seems kind of silly. Oh, Leon Kennedy, voice actor, says Capcom removed what would have been his favorite line. And I think it's something pretty funny. It's like there's this scene where you have to fight a giant spider. And I think the line is, "You've been an itsy bitsy pain in my ass," which is a cool line, but apparently they took it out. Well, look at these controllers. Hey, even with this RAM shortage, there's not a controller shortage. It's pretty crazy, and especially if the lights on this are LEDs of the skyline. Looks pretty good. I'm concerned that a gecko was built into your Xbox Series X, but also curious how it survived. Yeah. Yeah, I bet it's just it crawled in there somehow through a vent and grew from the heat. Let's see. Next Fortnite. Rewards. You know what? Speaking of rewards, they must have revamped the reward system because I finally got $10 in Microsoft rewards by the time Crimson Desert came out and used that for it. And then I got another $10 by the time just this last week actually. And then I used $2 of that toward a game Dragon Blaze, which I need to jump into. I haven't jumped into that yet. Sega president, Sonic kind of exists as a symbol for Sega. Yeah, it does. And that's why it needs to be treated very well. And that's the thing with Sony. They don't really have that. What do you think of Assassin's Creed Black Flag in general? I'd like to play it some more. I have not been giving myself enough time. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't really have too much. I was just spending time on that game. I showed you guys that I have to fix all the enemies. Man, what am I gonna be? There's not like a big release around the corner or anything that's gonna really be occupying my time. So I get time to get the achievements done in the Gundam games, work on my game. I think Mouse PI is in Batman. I need to finish those up, so that'll probably be what I do. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna head out. That was a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow on the Gundam Explained channel. So until then, have a good one. See you.